Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play LOTRO with me, Balthelion, where once again we are questing inside of Galtrev. So we're going to carry on from directly where we stopped last time, which was talking to Catherine, and she wants us to go pretty much burn down the upper part of the village of Galtrev. So there's the Ox Clan guys up the top.
That'll make them scurry.
So that'll make them scurry, yes. So we're going to take this torch, we're going to Sapper of Helm's Deep it, run in with our torch, burn everything, and they're not going to be very happy about that, basically. I think I've seen a couple of other quest rings as well around the town now that are now active, so we'll have to do a quick sweep around the town before we go on our search for Laurelin, just to make sure there's no other quests. So all this dry wood will instantly catch fire, so run up to it, burn that. Water! Bring water! He's magically already got a bucket on there. There we go. So we just could be a bit of a nuisance. Not burning the huts themselves. There's a second one over here at the back. Where conveniently there's going to be somebody else who is just going to put that out straight away. But yeah, the Ox Clan are basically just lording it over the other tribes peoples that are around the town at the moment. They're getting away. They don't have to do all the labour shifts. There's the third one. So yeah, they're just kind of like being like the upper class citizens, if you will, of all the people in Galtrev. Right, we're done there, so we can put the torch away, which is just timed out anyway. I mean, to go back to talk to Catherine, and then see if we can pick up some of the other quests on the way out. So those woods are still going to be glowing as if you can interact with them, but you can't, so don't get too confused about that. So Catherine's to the right. Yeah, Mary over there has got a quest for us. We need to pick that up. You should watch yourself in Prengwyd.
Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, you are a treat, my new friend.
Oh, she likes me, doesn't she? Right. So cosmetically, none of these are too fancy. You might like them anyway. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, you are a great treat, my new friend. Catherine cackles with delight. The Hepoglouf, the Falcon clan, stands against Saruman and seeks to cause trouble for those who side with him. I think you will be a comfort to us, and perhaps we to you and yours. So we're going to stand against Saruman.
The of Dunland have a proud history, and none prouder than the Falcon.
The clans of the Dunland have a proud history, Pendulous, and none prouder than the Falcon. Weaker clans have forgotten where they came from, forgotten their honour, but not my people. But dangers press us from all sides. Good people live here in Galtrev and throughout Prengwyd, and they must be protected, their ills cured. Once you have aided the people of Prengwyd to your satisfaction, go to Turmova in Talmefedras. That's a load of complicated words to try and say in a row in an accent. The people of the Falcon will be glad to have your help. Turmova is to the east of here, beyond the Gravenwood. So we have to aid people around here. We can just do normal questing until we're ready to continue the epic quest at a later stage, which is when we're going to go up in that direction. So we'll leave that for now. We'll park that until we're ready to head up to meet the Falcon Clan guys. So let's get this other quest then. So Mary is a labourer over here outside of the training hall.
Do not speak the names of evil things, for you will call them.
So, Pendulous, you must help me. It is my husband, Thomas. He is a stubborn old warrior, and he has gone to fight the Dragon Clan alone. He says that the White Hand does not do enough to protect Galtrev, so he must do it himself. But he is missing his work while he is gone. They will surely kill him upon his return. So we have to find Thomas in the wild. We'll just sweep around the rest of the town just to check if there's any other quests that have popped up. So we've got one from Max, and I think this guy's going to have a repeatable though.
It is not our custom to trust devotees.
So if you remember last time, we had some quests to kill some Dunlendings and collect some wood slightly north of Galtrev at the lumber camp. This is basically a repeatable version of that. If you need it, you don't really. There's quite a bit of quests. But if you needed extra reputation with the Men of Dunland, you get 700 every time you do this, once per day, or you can use the quest resets obviously to do it again. But yeah, we're not going to do that every day we come to Galtrev, so we'll ignore that. Envis will have a quest for us later, but he hasn't got it yet. That'll be a bit later. So where the quest flow should pretty much be taking us now is it should be taking us like slightly east of Galtrev, up this kind of like valley towards the east. And then when we're done with that, then we'll get sent westwards over this way. So that's actually where the quest where we're going to find Thomas. But no, we're going to go east first because that was the quest that we got. So we're going to go do a gnawing worry, which is the search for Laurelin. So head down here. So this is the farming fields and the old lumber camp from last episode. We're basically just going to head eastwards, and we're kind of going up there. We can see like some wooden structures on the hills over there. That's the general direction. Oh, I've been shot in the back. How rude. So I think we can go north and south around the lake. I think it's possible to go both ways round. Oh, no. No. No, not dismount. No! Ah, that's alright, he's reset. That's slowly sliding down the hill there. So yeah, so someone was worried for their friend Laurelin. And they said, you know, he's been out hunting. We haven't seen him for a while. He should be back by now. But he's not, so they're sending us to investigate because you know what NPCs are like in these games. They just cannot do it themselves. So we're being sent in their stead. So you should be just around here somewhere, just over the back. Or maybe not. Hello, Mr. Slavering Warg. He seems to have been eating a corpse. Okay, the warg that did this evil deed has been defeated, but revenge cannot bring back the dead. That's a shame. He is dead, Jim. I thought this guy was Laurelin. Whoops. I can't mind that either. Okay, so we'll back up and report our sad news back in Galtrev. So I think I'll cut away and I'll meet you guys back there in a moment. Okay, so we're back then, so we're going to speak to Luned and let her know the poor fate of Laurelin.
I have not seen your kind before.
It can't be! No! Surely you were mistaken. Wargs in Prengruid? Never! You must be mad! This is terrible! My poor, poor friend. He was a great use to Galtrev, venturing out each morning and returning with goods for the people of this village. But no more.
Even the Uchluth have need of help on occasion.
I have sent one of our last remaining scouts to see if he can discover where that warg may be, or where too many W words. Where that warg may have come from. If they are indeed gathering in the wilds of Prengruid, we must be prepared to ask the White Hand for their protection from this menace. They're the ones breeding the damn things. And you, Pendulous, will you help us protect us as well? You are strong. For Galtrev, you should hunt down any of these monstrous foes that roam in Prengruid. When you are finished, you should meet up with my scout. So basically, murder a load of wargs and speak pretty much to, I think it was Gronu, was it? That chap to the north. So I can basically head out that way. There is an absolute ton of wargs up in that valley bit. So I wouldn't worry about trying to find loose wargs in the landscape. I just make a beeline straight up the top there, because that's going to be where you need to go anyway. So we'll cut away and meet you guys back up there. Okay, so we're back over here then at the warg place, which is going to gather up a few of these guys. There should be a few of them lurking around outside, but there should be quite a few indoors as well. So that gives us 4 more here. I did find one on the way over as well. So we just group these guys up. Nice bit of AoE DPS. There we go. So there is a Warg Slayer deed for Dunland as well. 100 for the normal, 200 for the advanced. It's not too bad. This is probably your best place to farm the Wargs as well though. So if you're going to do your Slayer deeds at any point, this is the best place to come. It's also quite good for Goblins. And I believe there's one for Goblins as well. And I think it is Goblins specifically rather than just like generic Orc kind or anything like that. So 1, 2, 3. So we don't need the goblins at the minute. We might just kill a goblin to see what happens. Because I don't think we've killed a goblin in Dunland yet. So it's two wargs. They're stuck poking their nose through the wall like dogs in a garden. Just because they've got themselves stuck over there. And yeah, there is a goblin slayer. 100 for the normal, 200 for the advanced. So this is a He's got stuck in the floor. He's gone digging. But this is a fantastic place to do both at the same time. Definitely number one for wargs. It's a reasonable place for the goblins. There's a bit less goblins than wargs. There's probably a couple of places that might be slightly better, but you know, this is a good spot enough. Everything in here does respawn fairly quick as well, so providing you're the only person here, you shouldn't have a problem with gathering a load of mobs. Right, so this is the last 3 guys I need. And we have a screaming goblin. We're going to have to kill him just for making all that noise. Okay. Oh, he's dead, but he's still screaming. Okay, so mount up. We need to talk to Goronu and find out if the source of the wargs has been discovered. Yeah, it has. I've just been there. It's up there in the Howling Caverns. You useless fool.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
You must be Pendelus. I am glad that you have come. Luned said she had sent you, but I was worried you would not make it here. Even though I saw you 5 minutes ago, but you know how it is. As you can see, I have found the source of the wargs in Prenguit. Of what to do about them, however, I am not so certain. I am stupid. I did not bring a weapon. I left it back in town. Could you please deal with them for me? Thank you very much.
Hear me out, Devodiad, for I have a tale to tell.
I am not certain what the best course of action is here, Pendelus, but I am but a simple scout, not a warg slayer or a goblin butcher. If I were younger, perhaps, I would make some effort to burn the warg pens within that horrifying camp. If you burn their pens while you kill wargs and drive out goblins, perhaps they will not come back. It is unfortunate that I am not younger. It's also unfortunate that I do not have a weapon, otherwise I totally would have helped you with this quest, but you know how it is.
Even the Occluth have need of help on occasion.
Now, I believe this goblin band has a chief somewhere in this camp. They are slovenly, but they are organized as well with their efforts. These wargs are trained, vicious, and unfortunately intelligent. You should defeat whoever or whatever is behind these terrible beasts and leaking out into our lands. So, we now need to burn 10 warg pens, defeat Mandrider, and that's it, just them 2 quests. So, remove the slave from our quest. Gather up with a few of these boys, sod it, why not? Everyone who's now respawned around here, we'll gather you guys up. Come on. All out in the open. Alright. Just back up a bit so everyone's in my frontal AoE arc, because some of my skills are only frontal AoE. Not that's going to be a huge problem to dispatch all these guys. Right, so all these warg pens. So they don't look really like they would really keep the wargs in, given that they can quite happily fit through the gaps in the wall as it is. But whatever. It's more like a very crap fence. So there's going to be a couple of these around. Some of them will be upstairs though, but I'll show you guys how to get up there. So that's number 3. So if we go a bit deeper as well. There'll be a couple of backpacks as well. This will be 4 and 5 and 6. And we can carry on running round. Now at this point, the boss is going to be up there. Oh, I've got a hazard loot box. Nice. I don't think he patrols. I think he just literally sits at the top of this hill. So, if you're looking for him, if somebody else has killed him and you're waiting for the respawn, that's where you'll find him. So there we go. We've got 7. There's the stairs to go upstairs. Come on, group all you guys up. Okay, that one just literally jumped the wall. The goblin's stuck over here somewhere. There he is. Useless. Come over this side to get the goblin, and then the wall gets stuck. Just playing ping pong with mobs. Okay, so that'd be 9 walls. Go, job done. Come up the top here. So there he is. See, Wild Rider. So bonk him. There we go. So he should be easy enough to defeat anyway. He is a like signature mob, so he will be slightly tougher than the average mob. Shouldn't be too tough though. So just keep plonking away at him. There's nothing really of interest in this building behind him. You can go inside, but it's pretty much just a little indoor crappy goblin house. So we need to go upstairs for at least one more fence, or if you've missed some, you might need a few more. Let's pull a few of these guys because it's on it. So if we hop upstairs, we can go across the bridge, and another bridge, and over here. This is number 10 over here, in case you're wondering where it is. There's literally only 10 wolf pens. So, I don't know why there is one up here. It's a bit of a weird place to go stick your pets. Have all these bridges to get just over to this point. I don't know why. But, it is what it is. What? Did these guys get stuck on the way up? I don't know. Or did they fall off and need to run back up again? Who knows? So we're in chance for that. And now we're ready to go back to Goranu. And these 2 quests in. And he should have... does he have a follow-up to take us back to Galtrev? Or do we just expect it to go back to Galtrev? I don't know. Let's just come around here. Ah, you are very brave. I was certain you would die within. I sent you in anyway, so please forgive me for this. And that I would have to find another solution to this problem. I am glad that such a measure was not necessary, Pendulous. Shut up, Goblin. I heard a terrible disturbance within Pendulous, and shut up, Goblin, you're dead!
Greetings.
I heard a terrible disturbance within Pendulous, and feared the worst for you. But you have arrived triumphant. Have you truly defeated the terrifying leader of these creatures? I will return to Galtrev at once and tell Luned that we have dealt with the threat of wargs in Prenguit. We haven't, there's still plenty around. But our follow-up is to go back to Galtrev and speak to Luned, so let's go do that then. Okay, so we're back, talk to Luned again.
The Ukwairad requires us to give welcome to the Duvoriad.
So, Pendulous. Goranu was just here. He spoke highly of your bravery in driving out the wargs and their riders at the Howling Caverns. You are a great hero, and the folk of Galtrev will sing of your deeds here. So, what do we got? So, we've got a chest piece that's kind of like a little leather vest. We have a cloak, which is a dragon head. I'm not sure we've seen this one already, or whether I'm thinking one of my character's cosmetics, but that's not a bad cloak, that one. We've got some gloves, some gauntlets, so they're pretty plain as well. Or the armor box. So we've handed that one in. So that finishes that little side quest over there for those few quests. So we've still got Tomos to the west. I don't know if that means any of the other NPCs will activate around the town. One of them has over here. I was just maxing. Yeah, so this would be the only quest now then. And I think once we've done Tomos, then some of the other quests will activate in town. So, we need to head out of the south gate of Galtrev. And this quest line, I don't know if it's necessarily this particular quest line or when we go out here again a bit later, has given rise to like one of the long-running jokey quest lines in the game. With a certain NPC that crops up from time to time. You know, he crops up here. We bump into him in Rohan. We bump into him in Gondor. It's kind of like a little running jokey quest line. So we're heading west out of Galtrev. We need to be over here on the very west hand side. So we're pretty much going due west. And just at this crossroads here, there's going to be a little lake just at the bottom of this hill at the valley. So we can just go around that. We're not going in there. But you will see, I mean, you can see one down there. There is a pig literally rolling around in the mud, enjoying himself, until we go over there and kill him, but that's fine. So we're heading west. So note to yourself that there's a load of pigs there. We'll have a quest for those. There's a load of Krabans over here. We'll be dealing with them in a bit. But at the very top of this hill there is an enemy encampment where we're going to find this chap. And look at my mini-map. Look at all those red dots everywhere. It's insane. There's a lot of wolves around here. So this area is fantastic for beasts. If you need generic beasts. Here's Thomas. Hello, sir.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
Hail, Pendalis. Look, the Drake Loof. I knew that they had settled nearby. They can smell the weakness of Galtrev. I know I risk all to come here, but someone must deal with this menace. The White Hand does nothing but force us to labour for a war that does not help us. So hand in that quest, and he's going to have 2 quests for us.
Even the Akluth have need of help on occasion.
So, the Drake Loof has learned of our weakness and decided that now would be a fine time to settle so near. Now they steal from us and threaten us day and night. The Dragon Clan is the bitter enemy of all the other clans of Dunland, Pendalis. They are behind the crimes and the mischief done in these parts more often than not. The White Hand will not deal with them, so we must take it upon ourselves.
It is not our custom to trust Devodiad, but perhaps you may be of help to me?
The leader of these brigands means to conquer these lands, while the warriors of Galtrev are absent for this war of Saruman's. You must defeat him if nothing else. A dragon is a dragon without a head. Just a harmless, driving snake. Let us send these snakes back to the grasses. So, defeat Dragon Clan in their settlement, defeat the chieftain. Now, I believe the appropriate term is Leroy Jenkins. Annoyingly, some of these guys are archers, so putting that many probably isn't going to help because some of them might stay out of range. Quite a few have followed me though, so that's a good start. So you can mash all the buttons, murder all the people. Hello, another one's just casually ran in here and screamed, "Your kind is not welcome here, Devodiad." The battle cry. Oh shit! I've dragged a skill off my part. Damn it! I'm going to be spending ages now working out which skill that I've just dragged off there. It's going to be an AoE skill. That much I can be certain of. Blade Storm? No. Raging Blade? Yeah, it must be Raging Blade. Right, how many do you need? 6 more guys and the chieftain. So here's the chief. How to the chief? For Saruman! Die, fool! 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we've got a wolf as well. 5. Oh shit, I've just realised how low my health actually is. Whoops. Yeah, maybe I should have paid a bit more attention to that. Right. Emergency AoE DPS. Oh, down to the chief now, so that's not too bad. He shouldn't have hurt me too much on his own. One more person. Guard, it's going to be you. I like that kind of like slap noise that we... I don't know, is it me or is it him doing that kind of like club over the head? That kind of noise. Alright, so we can head back to Thomas. We're going to end up fighting a couple more of these guys just because they're going to be in the bloody way. So screw it, we'll bring these 2. We'll grab these 2 as well. We'll fight you all. As I've explained before, if you're fighting one mob, you might as well fight 3, 4, 5 mobs. Because you take about the same amount of time to kill him anyway as a champ. So there we go. Speak to Thomas.
I have not seen your kind before.
You are a fine warrior. I could see you from here, while I stood by and did nothing. You are brave and fearless and strong. I was like you once. But then I took an arrow to the knee. No, it wasn't that. But now I must watch from my hiding place. These foes would have overwhelmed me. But I still came out here to kill them anyway, but you came here and you did it for me. So I do not know why I came out here, but I'm I'm stupid like this.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
The head of the dragon has been severed. You are worth 100 of the White Hand guards, Pendulous. I see now how wrong all of this is. Saruman offered his friendship, but this friendship only forces my people into brutal labour and leaves them to be harmed by their enemies. Something must be done. So there we go then. So we've got like a little chainmail coat with some cloth over the top, which we'll be able to dye in various fashions. So there we go. Black looks quite nice on top of that one. Stands out quite nice against the gold. Have a very weird cap, which makes me look like I've got a really skinny long face, because it adjusts my hairstyle. And if you see my hair before, obviously just got like a little bit of hair dangling down, a little fringy bit there. But if I put the hat on, donk, it kind of tidies up my hair a bit, so the hair kind of goes with the hat. And obviously I've lost my little dangly bit of fringe at the front there. A weird little side cap, that one. And shoulder pad. So this is a one single shoulder pad only. So it's kind of like good if you're going to be like a warden who would normally have like an asymmetric shoulder pad, assuming it is on the correct shoulder. But otherwise it looks a bit weird on any other kind of class really, where normally you would have two heavy armor shoulders. And these are quite big padded shoulders as well. So or you can get the armor box as usual. So we've got one more quest. You have shown me what a true alliance should be, Pendulous, and what Saruman has offered is no alliance. He has stolen our warriors and made us slaves. It is clear that the people of Dunland are nothing to him but thralls. Let us return to Galtrev now. Perhaps with your help I can demand a fair alliance from the White Hand, people stationed in our village. So it's a solo instance. You will have to ditch your fellowship if you are in one. And we were going to go and reclaim Galtrev.
Have formed an alliance with the White Hand, for Isengard has vowed friendship in return for assistance with its war effort. But the people left behind in the hands of Saruman's minions are little more than slaves in this new era.
So I speak to Thomas. I believe my people are ready to be free of this burden, but there is only one way to find out. But first, I must find my wife. Come, my friend, she will be glad to know that you survived the ordeal as well. She would be very upset that I survived, because she hates me. I am useless around the house. I just get random travelers to come and do the cleaning, because I don't do it either. Just as I do not do my fighting. So there we go. Mari! Thomas, what have you done? What do you mean? We have driven away the Dragon Clan threat. Yes, how wonderful. But what of the White Hand? The overseers came to me many times while you were gone. They demanded to know where you had gone. What have we done? We are not free. We are slaves. They will punish you for disobeying them. Do not worry, my love. I will deal with these wicked men. An overseer! He is coming! Oi! You there! An angry White Hand overseer approaches. And loads of people coming to watch. Two little mongrels went rogue today and missed their day's work, Pendulous. How do you propose to make up that labour to Saruman? You had best start running, little elf. You and your friend Thomas. I will not be merciful. Where have you been, eh? I've had it with you lazy mongrels. Starting now, when you don't finish your work, you pay for it with blood. We are not the slaves of Saruman. This was to be an alliance. We gave Saruman our warriors, and he vowed to protect us in their stead. Fight! So there we go. So they're going to end up fighting quite a few signature mobs in this. So if you are under-leveled, under-geared and that, you might want to fight cautiously. Focus on one mob at a time if there's more than one mob. Otherwise you might struggle a little bit in this. A White Hand Overseer has been defeated. The Act of Defiance will surely enrage the servants of Isengard. Thomas, we heard a commotion. Are you all right? There has been talk amongst the men from Isengard. We feared they were attacking you. I think we have beat them to it, Geffen. Hear me, my people. Saruman has taken away our warriors and replaced them with an alliance with the White Hand. This alliance is nothing but enslavement of our people. We must free ourselves from these oppressors. Hear, hear! I agree with you, Thomas. Down with the White Hand. What are you rabble doing? Get back to your stations. Are you cursed deaf? You'll pay for your insolence, all of you. So this is the guard from the south entrance, Flint Ironheart. So we're going to murder him. He's going to set fire to us, which is probably going to be quite a nasty debuff. Well, it's not too bad actually, but we probably want to remove that really. Otherwise that will do some damage to us over time. Oh god, everyone's screaming now. Revolt! Revolt! Guards! I'm getting out of here! Revolt! Curse the men of Dunland! You'll pay for this! Actually, so that guy's just run in. Two guys actually have run in, but I went there and the NPCs weren't there because we're all fighting at the back. So we're only fighting these guys. So they've put the fire debuff on me again, so that will slowly do the damage over time. I'm going to ignore my advice and just AoE DPS both of them. But as you can see, even being 5 levels above them, they're still doing quite a bit of damage to me actually, which is slightly concerning. There we go, we've murdered them. I should probably remove that. No, that's off cooldown. So yeah, you might struggle if you pull too much. You want to pot those, use a wound pot, or use your status effect removing skills. Every class has got one. So speak to Muddy.
Evil things stir in the night.
Thank you for helping my husband, Pendulous. You did what many of us could not. Stand up to the injustices of Isengard. You were a great boon to my people, the people of Galtrev today. We are safe, if only for a short time. Rest, friend. Retribution may still come, but I hope it will not be soon. So there we go, we're done. We can jump outside, quickly run over to speak to Mary. I know this is going to be a pretty long episode at this rate. And then we'll wrap up this episode. But we're still going to have a few more quests to be doing in Galtrev before we head onwards.
I have heard the wails of the Kuthral in the night.
You fought bravely for our people, Pendulous. You are a true hero. Like the folk in the old tales, we owe you so much. Thanks to you, our people are slaves to the White Hand no longer. But I fear that Saruman will retaliate when he hears of what happened here. Ding! There we go, right. So, we're going to stop here then, and then next episode we'll carry on with some more episodes in Galtrev. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that, and until next time, see you guys later.